We all know what this means. It's Tim's fault.
It is Tim's fault.
Yeah, clearly. Right?
He's not here.
Podcast 187. Nailed the intro. We'll screw it up next time. So
Like that's easily the best one in the last 87.
You know what the difference was? I'd long pressed my mouse instead of clicking it.
We'll see if that works next week.
Probably not.
I'm gonna mess with you next week now.
What a waste of time. Welcome everybody. Podcast 187. The best hosts are on. We got rid of the other chump, so that works out great.
Yes, he's in a committed relationship, which he is celebrating tonight, given the day that he did not remember, but did remember. But
No,
didn't
he
remember.
remembered, but he didn't remember. He remembered.
Yes. Oh, a special guest.
What is?
We've been infiltrated.
Hello?
Goodbye.
What happened
We're being
there?
hacked.
What?
The CIA.
Yeah, 100%. I thought she was going to ask for my credit card number. And...
Okay, well,
That was
can we
interesting.
debate the Timmins logo? I have a question. Carrie, can you throw the Timmins logo up on the screen?
Yeah, sure. I just have it handy right
Okay,
at
we'll
this
just put
second.
the poster on. We'll put the poster
That's
on.
what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, there.
There you go.
Okay, I don't know if this is like an east versus west thing, but is that supposed to be like a mountain? Or is that, to me, that looks like a grain silo or like an old grain shack where like the train would pull through.
Right. So maybe
What
Timmins
is that?
was a rail.
Well, it
Pause.
feels like a
I heard you guys say that the best hosts were on. So I thought I would ambush you a little bit.
Like,
You can't just get rid of me. I have a surprise for you. So you guys didn't know this, but I put a poll out earlier and asked people if I should jump on because it's Valentine's Day. And I made you guys something. Okay, 1 second. Let me just do this.
Oh my god.
I don't like these shenaniganisms.
Yeah, what is up with these surprises?
is it more like jib jabs or whatever the hell they are?
It is not a jib jab because that is only a Christmas time thing. I made you guys Valentine's Day cards.
Ty
Oh,
was supposed
dear.
to do this, but he abandoned it.
Yeah, well,
I
Tyler,
did.
not as good as me. So
I'm gonna hold my excitement for a little bit.
okay, come on. I'm the kindest. So the first one, quit Stalin because I'm a dictator, just like Joseph Stalin. This one's for
is
Carrie. Okay,
exactly what I meant. Yeah.
quit Stalin and be Valentine. You know, I had to add a little dictator fun in there. The next one is for Tyler. You'd be a dead fool not to love me because, like, I'm fucking amazing. So why wouldn't you love me?
Is it nice coming onto this podcast and you can just swear freely?
Just drop an F-bomb in 30 seconds and just like, here we go. Dropping an F-bomb. So Tyler, you're welcome for being amazing and giving you that opportunity. This one's for Dexter. If you got stung by a jellyfish, I would totally pee on you.
I offered that to Jeff in Cuba one time and he said no.
Yeah, like if you got to get the sting away, there's ways to do it. And because I'm a teacher and like I'm a firm believer that even if someone is not present today, they should not be left out. I do have one for Tim. Anybody who doesn't know, Tim's name on our ball team is Donald for all of his many presidencies. So I would not deport him.
That's a shame.
Well, you know, we need to keep him around a little bit. That's all.
This was nice.
I feel terrible. I got you nothing.
Well, you know what? There's always next year.
I don't.
Okay. I was sitting there waiting forever for you guys to start just so that I could like jump in here, and it took forever because unlike the ladies podcast, you were 9 minutes late starting. So
That was on purpose, actually.
It was planned, yeah.
Yeah.
well,
We don't want to increase expectations, so we keep them where they're at.
you couldn't avoid me. So have a great show, guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Congratulations on your first ever podcast, F-bomb.
It's not my first, but also check out my fantasy golf because I'm like way better. Hey, I have a Mac too. Why isn't it working? I'll work on that. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi.
Oh no.
She fumbled the entrance and the exit.
Yeah. Ladies
This is why
podcast
she
is so
lost.
organized.
And
That-
Carrie got it right. We're in bizarro world.
That's why she lost fantasy football, is because she fumbles all the time.
What is happening? Okay. Fantasy golf is rigged. I'm facing Jeff this week, so that'll be interesting. He
So
is
someone
right,
has
though.
to win.
It is rigged. And I
Here
have a
we go.
complaint.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Bring it on,
Okay.
Dexter.
Fantasy golf, complete bullshit. I lost last week to Tim by 30 points because my golfer couldn't figure out when his damn tee time was, missed it. He misread it on his phone, missed his tee time completely, got DQ'd. That is unbelievable. Professional athletes. Even our 5-pin tournaments, if they're playing the cash tournaments, they're showing up on time. This guy put in his entry fee and just misses it? Get out of here. What a loser.
Maybe he has dyslexia, Dexter.
Well, he
You're
hires a
judging.
caddy, and I'm sure he's got a manager. One of them could figure it out.
Apparently they couldn't.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
I think
But-
it was his caddy that even sent him the message. So I remember seeing an interview about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was the caddy who did it, but
Oops.
they said he misread his tee time. Brutal. Brutal.
Shocking.
But I'm not in last yet.
This is good.
But everybody who was like winless all won last week. So they stayed close. Len, I've seen your fantasy bowling drafts. You can't talk.
Well, I know Katie took up our banter time with the delightful Valentine's Day cards. Our guest is sitting in the background. We might as well bring him in. The delightful manager at Golden Mile, Mr. Kevin Clark. How you doing? We see you adjusting everything.
Oh yeah. You know, me and technology. It's all good.
Are you still down vacationing?
No, we were only down there for 5 days.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it was good though.
Where'd you go?
Perfect.
We were down in Arizona
Oh, good for you.
just before the waste management, before the cold weather hit, and before all those drunks got in there.
Yeah, what a
And all the
debacle it
water.
was, eh? I mean, like
Yeah.
every year that tournament's a debacle, but like, it
Well,
was
this year
extra
was-
debacle this year, eh?
Yeah, this year was worse. They had over 500,000 fans
Well,
just on that Saturday.
and they weren't checking tickets. They just let people walk in, and then all of a sudden they had to shut off booze sales because everyone was hammered and they were over capacity by like 200,000 people.
Yeah, it was insane. It was stupid. But you know, everybody looked like they had a good time, so good for them.
Yep.
It was kind of like the Classic a few years back, kind of a debacle. I don't know if you guys were ever there those days.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the power outage or things like that. But
Oh,
you guys-
no.
You guys were on a tight ship.
Yeah, we did. Very tight.
But back in the day, yeah, we had some times.
Yeah. Do you ever remember Rick Schaefer dancing on the bar?
I
remember
Gino and
Gino
Tim
and
dancing
Tim.
on the bar. And Gino kissing Tim on the bar.
Yeah, that was probably the same year.
I remember Tim drawing a mustache on the throwing Samoan.
Nice.
I remember
That's
a
awesome.
hole in a pillar.
Yeah, there's a few holes.
Yep.
A few holes.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's been since cleaned up, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Should we start with your renovations? Should we talk
Yeah.
about that?
Sure, you can. I think you guys are gonna actually love the renovations, especially for the bowlers aspect. You don't
Mhm.
have those god awful tables sitting there anymore, and they're not going to be in the way.
There's
So
a
anybody that-
legitimate-
Slammed in the knee by a swiveling chair.
No, yeah,
Or,
it's gonna be
or
good.
have a spectator sit literally at the end of the approach.
Yeah, you could just grab them if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's an actual. I love the fact that you guys have built in a pit. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be so nice.
Yeah, it's really really good. We haven't had a tournament with it yet. So this will be the first test for it,
Awesome.
and it should be real good.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see it.
I think us as bowlers are going to really enjoy having the spaciousness of it because it's just so wide open.
It's beautiful.
Totally.
It looks amazing.
So this was all custom made for you guys, right?
Yeah, it's custom made by Unique Contractors out of Saskatoon, and they're the ones. I don't know if you guys have seen, but they did Stoked, the new entertainment facility in Saskatoon.
Okay.
And it's if you get a chance, check out the website. It's pretty spectacular.
That's awesome. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So we'll enjoy it. I mean, it might be a little bit tight, depending on how we get the bleachers in, because the pony walls come back a little further than normal. So we'll see how the bleachers go, but bleachers are always a win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just push them closer to the bar, so that'll be better for you guys too.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're gonna figure it out. It's
Yeah, exactly.
no big deal.
No,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
that would be good. And we have the same type of floors as you guys, Tim, or decks, except for it's just a little bit wider material.
I
Okay.
can't believe you insulted him straight on live like that.
Hey, everybody calls me Doug, so whatever. I don't insult brothers when you can.
Yeah, it's fair. And he is a twin, so it's not.
Yeah,
They
that's
look
true.
so much alike.
That's true.
Do you have the same personalities?
We'll go with that. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously it's next weekend, not this weekend, but
Yeah.
Starting Thursday, we have the morning shift, correct?
No, the afternoon shift.
1 o'clock.
Starts at 1?
Starts at 1, yeah. Thursday afternoon.
Right.
So if you show up at in the morning, Carrie, you're a little early, so that's okay.
I won't be flying out till noon Alberta time, so that's when you guys start. So that sucks, but
That's okay. You'll get there in plenty of time.
The Thursday shift is at 40, correct? Still, right?
No, we actually bumped it to 64.
Oh, okay.
We went to 64 this year because we had a lot of guys last year that wanted walk-ons. So we thought, well, we could still be feasible with 64 instead of sticking at 48. But right now we only have 40 confirmed.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, even if we get the 48, great. Let's just not do 49 because then you're going, that 40 lane pace instead of 3.
That's when you have to just rig that lane, draw a little, and put the 4 fast people together, and
Put Gino by himself.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2 lanes of 4 and a lane of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be good. I mean, every other shift, like your Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, they're all full with substantial waiting lists. And then Saturday... Sorry, go ahead, Dick.
As we always say, if you're coming, put your name on the wait list because there's going to be tons of fluctuation.
Oh,
Tons
100%.
of fluctuation.
100%. And we've seen that already this week. You guys have probably noticed the emails that are going out that if you're not going to be attending the tournament, let us know so we can take your name off the list and bump guys up.
Yeah. Warren had asked me for a no list. and
It's pretty good.
It's
the same guys in each tournament, too.
It is. There are some repeat offenders, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's good for us to keep track of that because, man, the last thing you want is a full shift and then have somebody does not show up and nobody fills it, and you're just that's just lost opportunity.
Oh, exactly. You could have filled it elsewhere.
Oh, exactly.
So those of you who are listening, if you're not coming, just let us know.
Let them know. Just be respectful. We understand things come up, but be respectful and just let everybody know.
Yeah, exactly.
How many entries are you looking at total then right now?
Right now, let me give you that breakdown. So right now we have, if you're including the waiting list, we have 326. The actuals not on the waiting list was 302 with 171 individuals.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it'll be. I'm expecting it to be extremely close to last year, where we had 299. So it should be very similar.
Yeah, that about maths, right?
Yeah, because we had 100 and what was it? I think it was 1.85 entries a person. Is what it worked out to be.
Which was wild. Like that's the highest I've ever heard. But 1.85 re-entry rate is huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
I think ours is normally around 1.7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Most
were
of the
one.
tour events are around that 1.7 to 1.8, somewhere in there.
And that's the first time last year that it went up that high because it was normally 1.75.
Yeah.
Which is normal for all the other tournaments.
Yeah, and which is crazy, especially when you're considering, you add in 8 more spots. But you guys aren't running Constellation anymore either, right?
Correct.
So that definitely influences the rebuy rate for sure.
Yeah.
You don't have that one last opportunity.
No, exactly. So and that also helps out the committee and the staff too with not having Constellation. That you're not there to the wee hours of the morning, and it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
So if we don't have a power outage, like we did 2 years ago, we were forecasting that year to be done at 9.
But you know what, man? I've said this forever, that it was the absolute best possible time for that to happen.
Yep, 100%.
Like the fact that it was in between the 2 shifts is just wild to me that worked out.
I threw the best shift of my career, too. So
did you?
Great for me, yeah.
Oh, you went back and had a nap, and we drank
He
or two.
didn't have a nap. He had like 7 beers.
Wow.
Oh, just as old people, we would have had naps.
Speaking of which, Ryan O'Callahan would like to know if there will be beer available at the Lids.
Beer? No.
Yeah.
We're going dry this year.
Dry event, all right.
Yeah.
You just saved Ryan a trip down.
Nice. Yeah, lots of beer, Ryan. Lots of beer. I've got all my stuff starting to come in this week already, so it's gonna be full steam ahead.
Perfect.
And Dex, you know what it's like too. It's the preparation part where guys don't see it behind the scenes is astronomical. We've been starting this since whenever Winnipeg finished, like November.
Yeah.
So it's just go, go, go.
Yeah.
Then of course your fearless leader takes a trip to Mexico, and he's enjoying himself down there. Warren, I hope you're listening too.
Oh,
you bugger.
Good for him.
I'm sure he is too, because he's been
Perfect
messaging us all week.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's well deserved. Him and Christy do so much work for it.
Yeah.
Nobody sees what Christy does, but she's one that takes all the emails, all the payments, and everything.
That's
Organizes them all. Yeah. Ton of work.
Yeah.
So
you're having the trios Thursday night?
Yeah, trios is Thursday night. We've changed that this year as well. We ran the same for the last few years, and there was a few complaints last year where if you're rolling along, and then you get to the final, you get that hour wait, or hour 10, hour 15, and then your other guys just keep trucking along, so they're all loose, but you're not.
Right.
So we've opted to take out the B side, and so it's just one side now.
Oh, okay.
So everybody just
Nice.
flows along, and it's still your top 8 qualify.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I'm totally cool with that. There was the one year where we qualified, we lost our first round, in there, and then we ran to the end, and then we lost, and we just got our entry feedback, right? There wasn't an extra breakdown on the B side because the way we did it, and I was like, man, B side sucks.
No, don't worry about it.
Just get rid of it. Yeah.
I actually really like that. That's good.
Yeah, so it'll be good. That way, there's nobody standing around. It's just free flowing.
Yeah.
And so, of course, you're taking away the one side, so the prize money increases a little bit too.
For sure.
Are you guys full for trios?
Yeah, we're full with the waiting list.
Nice.
Which is great, and same with the bakers.
My money is on Team Dwayne with Bowler Dwayne.
Yeah, just Dwayne. He's going to be tired when he's done. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Leave it up to Gilardi to get his names in on time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So payout structure staying the same. You guys do the staggered qualifying payout.
Yeah, that's all staying the same.
Perfect.
And we had a lot of positive feedback with that last year too, because of course.
Yeah, probably the guys that qualified really high were probably real happy.
Well, I was happy too. I mean, I qualified 25th, and I still got $600.
Yeah,
So I was
for
okay
sure.
with that.
Yeah. No, I think getting rid of the consolation event is probably the best move that these tournaments have gone since the entries are so many.
Yeah, I think so.
And you guys having a staggered payout structure for your qualifying gives it a different spin too, right? It's not the same old, and I like it.
A little bit different than the other tournaments too.
Yeah.
Man, there were so many conversations about the consolation and whether we should get rid of it or keep it or and honestly that's probably the biggest change that we made, and it was the most nerve-wracking change that we made because I had to know how much like negative feedback we were going to get from it, and it's been nothing. We hardly didn't hear anything negative about it at all.
Yeah, us either. And
awesome.
It's with like I said too, we get a lot of positive feedback, especially from our committee and stuff, because they get out of there earlier. Yeah. And then we just head over to the investment seminar, and that gets done a little bit earlier.
I love that we can just talk about this because it's totally fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's totally fine.
Yeah. I think the thing too is people know coming in, like, it's a 40 cut. There is no consolation event. You can't be pouty that there's no consolation event. You're paying your money to be in the top 40. And if you don't make it, you don't make it. That's the end of your tournament. You can stick around and drink and watch and support everybody else. So
exactly. And that's what I've always thought too. And the last thing I wanted to do was, throw consolation. Well, here's another $20. I'm dog tired already. Throw me in. That's the last thing you really want to do. And if you got lucky, you would get on a roll.
Yeah. Yeah, and you had to come out flying, and you had to shoot 950 to 1,000, right? For free. Like, you had to come out flying right away. But, everyone's dog tired, and here's another $20, but you're never going to not do it.
Right.
Because you have an opportunity to go in, and it's just torture.
Yeah, you just don't know to.
And then, again, part of it is, like, the professional side of everything, too. And, like, that's kind of where we've gone with it. And, you don't see the PGA Tour doing a consolation to get the last person to come into the...
Nope.
Into the cut line,
closest to the pin tournament. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
$20.
Although that would be awesome.
I would play a horse race all day. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would actually watch that. Yeah. So, I like it. That's really good.
And your thoughts?
Just a forewarning. Bring some shorts with you guys because it's supposed to be warm.
Oh, really?
Right. And you don't
like -2, -3. I mean, we bring the air in from outside, but it's still going to be with all those people. The air can't get turned on yet. So it might be a little bit warm, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Shorts and deodorant.
That's right.
Yes.
Bring them.
That's awesome.
And it's kind of funny if you guys look back. I mean, I've done some research with our...
Steve Barker's about to get banned off podcasts. Sorry, Kev, continue.
I have no idea what he said, because I can't see it. So,
in our banter, we were talking about our fantasy golf league, and I lost my fantasy match against Tim last week because my golfer missed his tee time on Thursday.
How do you miss your tee time?
I don't know. Ridiculous. I don't know. I'm not bitter, though.
That's brutal.
Not bitter at all.
He tin cupped it, except he didn't get there. That's all.
He misread it on his phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He didn't go military time then. He just went regular time.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I did. If you look back on our stats and whatnot, and you compare it to the weather, the high qualifying shifts are when it's been extremely cold out, where the low qualifying shifts are when it's warm out. So I'm forecasting. This is my own opinion. I'm forecasting a lower cut line this year, just because it's going to be so warm. And we were
just doesn't
a little bit
like
of tidbit of information, a little bit of tidbit. On Monday night, we had 5 guys over 1,000 on Monday for 4 games. That was it. Nobody hit 1,100. And then you got Doug and Brad Moens and Jeff Hibner and Jack. All those guys playing in that league. So qualifying could be a little bit lower this year.
All right.
So
interesting. So last year, the 40 cut was 22
Stupid.
26.
Yeah, stupid.
Jesus Christ.
So
Exactly. That's what I think, Tyler.
what are we thinking here? Like where are
I'm
we
thinking
going?
you-
Where are we going?
2175 is where I'm thinking.
50 pins tougher,
Very
eh?
strong.
Yeah. Put that in your fantasy pool.
Oh, we're about to bet on it right now.
Let me make a spreadsheet. That way Tyler can't just forget.
Having amnesia, disability. Can't call me up on it.
All right, we got a few of those. Regina predictions.
2175. That's my goal.
Well, you know, Kevin, if you lose this bet, you just give us a round at Sunday. That's all.
I'll buy you guys around, sure.
Sweet.
That's no problem. I can do that Saturday night too.
Yeah, fair.
2175.
You got her.
I want to go 2202.
Still going up in the 22s, eh?
Still 22, hey?
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Well, I'll cut this difference. 2186.
Oh, you bitch.
Don't prices right me.
Last year was 22, 27, 21, 93.
Left me 7 pins. You're such a gentleman.
Wow, you didn't leave me very many.
No.
I left
Thanks,
you
Kerry.
11.
You have everything
Yeah.
below 2175, so if you have faith
Oh,
in
that's
the
true.
number, you're fine.
He's gonna sewer the lanes now. It's just gonna be trash up there.
100%.
I'm going to get that air conditioner cranked up.
All right, we gotta go with the champions call. Can't pick yourself. Where are we going? We'll go with Ty since he got last pick.
Oh no, I don't even remember who's playing. I'm the worst. At this.
Literally everybody but Sylvain. So,
Well, he's gonna
Why
forget
isn't
his
he-
bowling stuff. So
Why isn't he playing?
oh, is he coming?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't see him on the list.
I haven't seen him.
Maybe he had to choose between Timmins and this.
And he lost money at Hopedale probably and stuff like that. So,
And then, yeah,
he-
I'm sure.
I don't know if any of the
he's
Quebec
also-
guys are coming.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see them on there.
really. Okay, I'm at my list. Hold on. Sorry, team. Ooh, there's some good names. Ooh.
Yeah, what a surprise! So
here we
weird.
go. Alex, why aren't you guys attending? What's going on? Your schedule too full?
I'm gonna say Connor Levitt.
To win?
Yep.
You realize his attention span won't last, right?
I think that's why it's perfect.
He's going to be worried about the girls.
I love Connor, but man, his attention span will not
He
sustain
made-
him on a Sunday.
He made top 4 in Red Deer.
It's true.
Yeah, but
That
there
is
wasn't that
true.
many in Red Deer. There was only 90 guys in Red Deer. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Medicine Hat.
It's like,
Good for Connor. He did well in Red Deer then.
Yeah, he did. He did
what-
really good.
What are you drinking in that cup, Kev?
That's not to be known.
I'm gonna say John Momes.
Ooh.
John.
You think John's gonna beat his brother?
Yep.
Kerry, who you got?
Kyle Young.
Oh, he did well last year too.
Long.
All right, Kev.
I'm going myself. I'm keeping the proprietor alive. 2 out of the 3 have been proprietors this year.
You
I can't pick
yourself,
myself.
Kevin. Can't
Screw
pick
We
yourself.
that.
We literally said it right at the start.
Just don't pick yourself.
Well, I'm not
The rules are
picking.
very.
I'm not going to pick Dawn. That's for sure.
No.
Oh man.
He played pretty good at the Open, though, didn't he?
You know, for an old guy, yeah, he played quite well. I was quite shocked.
Kevin is the beacon of youth.
That's right. That's right. You're only as old as you feel.
And Kevin, that pick is a given because, like you said, it is the proprietor, the manager winning these tournaments. Except Derek Holm broke that streak in Winnipeg, so
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
not to burst your bubble, but
No.
oh, there, Bill picked you. There you go.
Perfect.
So
Ooh,
Bill
there-
is buying around if Kevin doesn't win, so that works out great for us.
Excellent.
I'm putting him in the list.
You know what? I'm going to. If I can't pick myself, I'm going to pick Mr. Brad Mullins.
All right.
It's a good pick.
It's an excellent pick.
It's a safe pick.
I just feel like John is due at some point.
John is due.
Hey, Bill, we need your cut prediction too. Since you're in on this now. So Alex says flights were crazy expensive high, and Alex also said that can we just admit Tim winning was flat out luck.
Sure. We'll go
I
with
don't
that.
know if we publicly can admit that.
Oh, Bill is screwed.
Looks like Bill's buying.
That's the worst pick ever.
I'm hoping that was a typo.
22-11, Bill? Is that where you're going?
22-11.
The 2011.
Oh, he said
he put in 2011.
2011. Come on, Bill. You should know better than that.
It's like, are you going for top hundy? 22.
22.
All right. That makes more sense.
His fat thumbs got in the way.
Oh, man.
Thanks for playing, Bill.
Do we bet on anything else for this? I don't remember.
Yeah. We could do teams.
Bakers or trios?
Oh.
Trios. Bakers is such a crapshoot.
Yeah, it's usually whoever's the soberest is going to win.
Yeah.
You know.
You're not wrong for the Bakers for sure. Well, no, you have to get the right level of buzzed. I think is what the key is. You don't want the team that's smashed isn't going to win.
No.
The team that's pleasantly happy will do just fine. You know.
Yeah.
I love that that Ryan's team is literally in with Ryan O'Callahan and Kyle Wong. You guys do know that's not a real person, right? You do know that's Kyle Young?
Is that Kyle Young?
It's Kyle Young.
Oh no.
But he's not right. He's Wong.
That's right. Oh, jeez.
Okay, we'll get that changed up. Good old typo.
I love it. No, that's not a typo. I'm sure they submitted it that way.
They probably.
It's an
if I-
inside joke, but like wasn't
Oh,
sure
is
if you guys, wasn't sure if you guys knew that.
No.
I do have a question. Did you guys kick Tim off your team?
Off what team?
Didn't Tim always play with you?
And the Bakers, he did.
Oh, and the Bakers. That's right.
Yeah.
I thought it was the trios, but yeah, Bakers.
No.
Yeah, me and Tim used to play trios together. Best decision ever to stop. Never made any money in that stupid thing.
I'm gonna pick Team Not Winnipeg. Ryan O'Callahan, Brandon Mansell, and Kyle Wong.
I'm going three amigos. The Fish, Jeff, and Dougie.
I think it's Tres Amigos. Trace Amigos.
Trace. I don't speak Spanish, and we all know this.
See,
Si, senor.
Oh no.
Tyler, what do you figure?
Oh, I'm gonna play the ladies, but I'm gonna go Team Manor.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I hope they don't get any more storm.
Oh, me too.
yeah.
They got nailed again today, hey?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Better this weekend than next.
I'm going to. I hate to say it, but He's going to go for his fourth victory in that center alone. So I'm going to pick TBD. Dexter, that's your team.
It is. All right, Bill. We're waiting for yours. Since you're playing along, waiting for yours. Is there anything else we want to casually bet on?
I would say, while we wait for Bill, we should ask Kevin if you want to shout out any of your sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got quite a few sponsors this year, which is fantastic. A few of the local guys, like Brian Askin with his Backyard Escapes, they sponsored. KO with Infinite Electric, he sponsored as well. We've got a few new ones, Unique Contractors, the company that did our furniture for us. They threw some cash to us. Breakthrough Beverage, Warren's company, Ecolab, Mike Stupanuk with Sobeys. You guys, I'm sure you guys all know who Mike is. He was a former employee. He's now the owner with, he's a franchisee of Rochdale Sobeys.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The Northtown Lanes, Bev, she sponsored. A couple of other locals that bowl out of the center, Security Building Supplies, On Tap Bar Services. And we kind of sort of went your guys' route in Alberta, and we asked the R5 if they'd like to sponsor us, and they came through, so they sponsored us this year. So thanks for that, guys. Molson's, Pepsi, Great Western. They've all thrown some money through. The Bowlerama, JD Bowling.
Awesome.
So we have like 27, 28 different sponsors this year, which is fantastic. And it once we explain to them how this tournament and stuff works with bowling and stuff, they're just dumbfounded at how much cash is given out. Like they can't fathom it. And the reason why we're able to do that, of course, is because Jim at the owner of the mile, him and his brother Doug, don't take any lineage whatsoever. They just throw it right back into the prize money, which is fantastic, and we really appreciate that. Definitely helps out.
Yeah, for sure. It gives you guys a lot of leeway in order to keep the prize money up and find all those sponsors. Yeah,
which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Ty, are you playing trios?
Yes, I am. Stole my secret surprise. So I'm actually probably filling in on Manners' team.
Oh, you can't pick yourself?
Yeah.
I was going to play the system.
Wow, what a sneak. Snake in the grass.
I tried. Fine.
So who are you filling in for? Filling for Crystal?
No, possibly Megan. She's writing an exam for school.
An entrance exam.
Yeah, so I'm going to fill in. And then, Crystal's a TBD. Speak with our team manager, Melissa Manor. She'll know more.
Right,
I just know Crystal, she fell and sprained her ankle and stuff, and she hasn't been throwing in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So she's just trying to let her rest up.
Fine, since I was exposed, I will take just a bunch of bricks.
That's a good choice.
I was going for Regina Gate 2024, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to create some drama.
Yeah.
You really wanted the auto DQ?
Well, no, it would have been an auto win. I don't know what you're talking about, DQ.
DQ, you can't pick your own. That was literally the only rule we had, and you broke it.
At the time of the event, I didn't know I was going to bowl.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine.
Wow.
I'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Everything will be okay. Unreal.
Do we want to bet on the entries? Number of entries?
Oh, God. 302.
Oh, Tyler. That was the magic number.
I'm going to say 291.
It lost 100 players.
Yeah.
No re-entries. Not a single re-entry to be had.
I mean, if the cut's 2011, it might be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to say the exact same as last year. 298.
That's mine, Carrie. You can't do that.
You had lots of time. You could have jumped in at any
I know I should have jumped in 291.
Bill, get yours ready.
Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go 295. It's gonna be that 290 range there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tyler overbid.
I'm being hopeful for you. Really, we've got to get over that 300 mark.
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment when you get over 3.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bill, are you gonna go 320? 320?
And Al, like,
Going
if you're
once?
coming on here right away, you're commenting, get in the back room. We could bring you on at any point.
300
300 on the
dot.
nose. Beautiful.
All right.
Cool.
Done.
Well, any last thing you want to talk about, Kevin, about the tournament? Where
No, we're starting to get things going already with the cameras and whatnot, getting that stuff put up and getting things rolling, and it's just a lot of work. And looking forward to having all you guys down.
Yeah, really excited
This
to
is
see
one of our
you
favorite
guys.
times of year, getting together with all the cash tournaments and stuff. And
yeah,
I mean, you socialize. You only have one worry, and that's really bowling. That's it.
Yeah.
We've got lots of staff this year, and hopefully that maintains and nobody gets sick and whatnot, where we can, Donnie and myself, can focus on bowling.
yeah,
Where past years has been a lot tougher because short-staffed and power outages and this and that and breakdowns. But we try and do the best we can.
Are you going through security? What
it's
is?
probably picking up people.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe. All I know is, Kevin, as soon as I get down those stairs, I'm hoping there's a beer poured already. That's what I'm hoping for.
Just let me know when you're in the parking lot.
I'll let you know when I'm in the cab.
Okay. Perfect. What hotel did you guys choose? Did you get the Royal?
What used to be the West Harvest, I think, right?
Yeah, that's the Royal. Yeah. Good.
I'm staying at Chateau Robinson.
Oh, Taylor.
I'm at
Yeah.
T-Rob's.
Casa del Brooks for me.
It'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
I'm going to give T-Rob pink eye.
I'm sure he'll be happy with that.
He's looking forward to it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, thanks,
Well,
Kev.
we can let you go, Kev, and then yeah, we can't wait to see you in a week and a half.
Yeah, we'll see you guys all next week. Safe travels.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks
Bye,
for
man.
All right.
coming on.
Thanks much. Ciao.
Cool.
Should we spin the wheel? If
We should,
Al
since we're waiting for Al, who said
sent?
he has 9 minutes.
Okay. God, I feel like Tim can't remember how to share my screen. I haven't done this in so long.
It's just because it's labeled present.
Yeah.
Instead of share screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you want me to add it for you? There you go.
Oh shit! I always forget that step. I always forget. Ooh. Changes for headpin strings. This was a question from Shirley. I don't remember what it means.
Oh, must be like a streak of headpins.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
So what's your go-to change when you have 3, 4, 5 headpins in a row?
Throw it back up.
What?
Well-
Okay.
So, tuck the pinky and under tie.
No.
What I tell people is different from what I do, but like biggest thing, like you start seeing people punch all the time. A big contributing factor to that is like people getting frustrated and then wanting to see what they're getting before they finish throwing the ball, and they pop up a little, and it's just going to go straight into the headpin with nothing on it. So, biggest piece of advice I could say is stay down. For me, yeah, stay down an extra second. If I'm doing that and I'm still punching lots, then I'll just make small changes, ball change, or move a board to the right or something like that. And if that's still not happening, then I'll move 25 boards left.
There it is.
Or tuck a pinky under.
I think, like, back in YBC days or early adult ranks, it was like always forward or back was like kind of break up the pin streak. Move forward in my approach or move backwards in my approach. Now it's just moving left or right.
Yeah, and a large part of that carry is ball speed. I mean, moving forward and back will be great if you're throwing the ball at 30 kilometers an hour, and it's actually going to give you more time for the ball to like break earlier. But at our ball speeds, it's not going to make, if you move forward 6 inches, it's not going to make that much difference. Back 6 inches is not going to make that much difference. That's where the side to side, just a small different angle.
Agreed, Jonathan. Agreed.
Wrong.
Yeah.
You will get band-aids at the bowling alley. Can we bring this
Ty?
back? That was great.
Ty, what was
I
yours?
move. Oh, board left. Always a board left first. That doesn't work, then a full board the other way. That doesn't work.
Kick
I go
ball
home.
rack.
No, then probably a ball change after that. I like Len's answer. That's what I'm going to try. The willpower is just,
I feel like the headpin doesn't listen to your willpower, but maybe.
you're just not willing it hard enough. Obviously.
Clearly. Willpower is lacking.
Yeah. I agree with Steve. I find that if I move forward or back, I feel like I'm like off on the lane, and then I'm either trying to like overthrow it to slide more, or I'm like apprehensive because I'm scared of fouling. So that's why I move left.
I don't mind, like, I can move up, but that's not so much for punching, that's just for me, like, throwing the ball wrong. But if I move up, it just kind of slows my feet down, so it's a little bit better that way. I find that our body knows where that foul line is, like, no matter where you go, it kind of finds it, which is the problem that I have with moving back. Because the second I move back, my body finds its way to the foul line, and then I'm like this at the line because I'm going way faster, and I'm taking this giant slide that I don't normally have. So back doesn't really work for me, but forward a little bit will help.
Mm-hmm.
Time for one more, maybe.
Oh, we got time for a few more.
Uh-oh.
Al is 30 minutes delayed.
Oh boy.
We could talk about Timmins.
We can talk about dudes, and you can pop up.
Katie Rayner, her second appearance on this podcast tonight. Where do you like to play? Where do you not like to play in a lineup?
I love first. I don't think that's any secret. It's where I feel most comfortable too. Yeah. I don't really care where I play outside of that. Like first is always would be my first choice, but outside I don't really care if I play second, third, fourth, fifth. Doesn't really matter.
Leader anchor.
It just likes the bookends.
Yeah, that's where I played most of my events till Dream Crushers and some of the new Masters national stuff. Then I've been moved into the center, but my whole career has been either lead off or anchor. So
I like 3-4, but I often get put in one.
you do pretty good at one. Not gonna lie.
I hit the middle a lot.
Yep.
Helps.
And then sometimes you break out twinkle toes and jazz hands and
Yes, sometimes that does happen. The passion just oozing from my pores.
More passion.
more energy. Yeah, exactly. Someone find that meme, please.
Spin another.
Tyler's
and
impression.
then we'll start talking about Timmins.
Tommy Tompkins would like to know what are the best nicknames in bowling that you have heard.
Is there nicknames in bowling?
I mean, we call Sue Tsunami on our Thursday night team. I like that one.
That's not bad.
I feel like I've given more nicknames than I've heard. I'm pretty partial to Beanie Baby. I like it.
It's a good one. It's a classic. But I mean, like the Northmen, the Labradoodles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's many countries. Oh my god.
Sorry, can we just? I wonder who would this be? Who
I don't know. I don't
would it?
know. Could it be
Is it
this?
this one?
Even when he's not on.
Oh,
Got him. So
Classic. I
good.
love how he explains it too. Oh, it's always funny. So good.
so good.
Hmm.
Milk. Who are we calling milk?
Donnie Salmon is the fish.
The fish, yeah.
The fish. That's a
I
good
like that.
one.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chief.
I was gonna say one, but that is such an inside joke, and it may rub people the wrong way. We'll have to
Oh
talk about
dear.
it after. Sorry.
Jennifer Hoss, Milky. Interesting.
I feel like we don't touch that because like there's a whole
Yeah.
lot of bad that could be.
We're gonna let y'all share that on your own time.
Yeah.
Carrie, people used to call you Critter. Did that come from baseball?
Baseball, yeah.
Hmm.
Play on my last name.
I don't like where those comments are going. I think we should start talking about Timmins.
I feel like we
Yeah.
might have to ban a couple people here. Our comments are being
when
corrupted.
we're not the biggest problem, we need to move on.
Hi, Timmins Invitational.
Yeah,
They
I was
had-
really relying on.
Sorry, I really like this one. People used to call Len Anseth the Tin Man because they said he didn't have a heart, but now that he's in his 50s, he prefers Shingles because Shingles doesn't care. I love that. I love that. Anyways, Timmins,
we
they have a
have an
questionable
actual.
logo.
We have a web page for them,
We do.
which I didn't know about.
Oh, it's actually a good webpage too.
Don't act so surprised.
Sorry, I
So
didn't realize they had one.
yeah, so the high roller starts Thursday. 4 p.m. registration, 4:30 practice time, 5 p.m. start. Let's see if we could figure out what the high roller format is.
It is convoluted.
24 bowlers. Potential to increase to 3,200 or 3,200. 32 bowlers if there's enough interest. Round one is an 8-game qualifier.
Oh, are they using?
Yes.
Can you pay the extra money and use it as your qualifying shift?
Yeah, so 8 high roller, option to pay an additional 200 to use your 8-game high roller qualifying score as a qualifying shift for the main event. I actually kind of like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't mind that at all. So 24 bowlers. And then top 6 advance to the second round. Spots 7 through 12 get 550 back from the payouts, which they paid 500, so they get $50 on top of that. Round 2 is head-to-head match play.
Heritage.
Round robin.
Heritage format.
Yeah, 50-point bonus for wins, 25 point for a tie. Top 2 advance to the finals, and the finals is a 1-game total pinfall match.
That's
First
a big
will win
jump.
2,700.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's awesome.
Not bad.
So then Thursday starts their singles event. First shift starts at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, Friday
That's
morning.
on Friday, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Friday morning, 10 a.m. Max 72 bowlers. 8-game qualifying as well, and they have increased it to 200 entry fee. Was it 200 last year too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 200. Obviously, that's the first official qualifying shift, but you can use your Thursday scores for that too. which is kind of nice.
I have a
Is there just the one shift on that day? It
just
looks like it.
Yeah,
Just the
looks
one
like
one
shift.
shift,
One
and
shift
then
on
a
the
best
Friday.
ball.
Yeah.
It was 72 entry max though on that first shift, so it can be a massive
lot.
shift.
Yeah.
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 How many lanes do they have out in Timmins?
Ooh,
16?
Midtown.
This
That's
is
an
when I
excellent
rely on
question.
someone in the comments to give us an answer.
20 lanes.
Oh,
20. Well, Alex said 16.
Alex,
Someone's a
wow.
liar.
Their website says 20.
At least you've been there. There it is.
Thank you, comments.
we're in Timmins now. We've left Regina. Yeah, best ball tournament. 4-game best ball. Is it just 4 games?
No changes from it. Looks like it.
Just 4 games. 2-player best ball. Starts at 7, so they'll be done at a half decent time. I wonder how many, based on 45 entries. So yeah, so 4-player teams, or four on a lane. So
we've been told. John is the mayor.
and $1,300 for first place for that is kind of huge too. $100
Yeah.
entry, so that's awesome. Good money in that. That pays for your whole weekend, and you're still out at a decent time too.
Yeah.
Like you should be out by 10, right? So that's great. Saturday the second shift starts at 8:30, and then the final shift will start at 3:00.
That one has a max of 81 people.
81.
It's a very strange number.
Especially with 20 lanes.
Maybe it's their lucky number, you know? Or maybe they're like Bill Brooks and they just forgot how to type for a moment.
Yeah.
It'd be really great as if we could ask Al
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
details.
That would be great. That would be great. He said 12 minutes ago he was going to be 30 minutes, so.
Okay, 20,
Well, we'll see.
18 more minutes. They use 18 lanes and leave 1 and 2 as a buffer for any breakdowns. So, okay.
Okay. So so then they would be doing like 4s and 5s across the board. Okay.
Yeah, 4s and
That
5s.
that makes a little bit more sense. 9
Yeah.
9 sets at 9 players on a set. 81 maths out. We did it.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. You're a hero. And then Sunday championships start at 9 a.m. Double elimination, A side, B side, 3-game matches. Looks like both sides are total pinfall. A side is seeded, B side is random. So kind of our classic format for like TPC before we made some changes and Regina before they made some changes. So awesome, because yeah, Mitch was talking about that last time I was on. He was talking about how Hopedale is now the same sort of format as Calgary.
Yeah.
And Nebs is the same sort of format as
Red
Heritage.
Deer.
And this one is the same sort of format as ours. So
And they
awesome.
have 218 entries, but that includes re-entries.
That's awesome. Man,
They
I
got
really
72 on the first shift already.
really want to get out there one day. Really want to get out there.
So they opened it up. So they must not have updated their main page. So Friday actually has 81 max entries. So does Saturday. And then Saturday afternoon has 90 max.
Oof,
Crazy.
spicy.
And they have like tons in there. 73 for the Friday, which will be guaranteed, right? Because like that's the first one. So unless somebody shoots huge in the high rollers, that's going to be your number.
Right.
Yeah.
There could be some entries from the high roller.
What do you think? Like 1 or 2 out of that? 2 or 3?
I would say 2 or 3 for sure.
Yeah, 32 cut.
Do we have?
Does it show who's playing in that?
Yeah, there is a high roller. So Al, Daryl, Chantel, Mitch, JB, Steve Zimmerman, Matthew Hounson, Talon McGraw, Greg DeGrazia, Jeff Watts, Nathan Cooper, Shane Barrow, Steph LaPonce, Clint Morissette, Daryl Gauthier, Nicholas Kellaway, Mike Herbert, Jonathan Brennan, Sean Smith, and Sylvain Bercier.
Who's going to remember his bowling stuff this time?
Everybody
Maybe.
hopes.
Hopefully.
What do we think the cut will be?
Man, I'm trying to look up last
I
year's.
don't know what it was last year.
I can pull it up right here.
It's the way it
do they?
shows is tough. Oh, here we go. Cut was 2043 last year.
43.
Wow. A round is a very round number. It was exactly 2043 people.
Yeah, we like specifics here. I'm gonna say
Probably more entries this year, right? I would say.
2058. One ball more.
I go with the same number, 2043.
I thought you were just saying some embarrassed me. I was like, you can't do that. Here we go.
I'm gonna go
Here we go.
2050.
Right
Ooh,
in between.
Yeah.
I look forward to my drink. Who's gonna win the high roller? Oh, let's answer this first.
Let's feel
Yes,
deeper
Bob.
because of club tour points.
Very well could be.
I would imagine.
I would think a few entries for sure, right?
I mean, we all saw what the WCBT did to the events, right? And
Yeah.
like these events were already big to begin with, but there's still definitely an influence.
Yes.
High roller event, you're saying?
Yeah, where did you find the list for who was bowling in that?
On the
Yeah.
Is it on
entries.
there?
God, just
In the entry.
go to home. And then hit
You're
entry
supposed to be
update.
the young guy that could do tech stuff, but we did learn with next gen that you're not.
No, I'm really not in charge of the tech for next gen, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Who's doing all that?
Brad. Well, Brad sets up all the tripods. The links get sent to me, but I don't really. I coordinate the people. I make sure everyone is there, times are done.
You're a great coordinator.
I try. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm gonna go with Steph LaPonce.
Oh, that was going to be my pick.
I'm going to take Sean Barrow.
He won it last year.
I don't know. He won Quebec singles. That's all. That's what I'm going off
I
of.
think he won
It's
this
on a
last year
heater.
too.
I'll take repeat champion.
Okay, I'm going to pick Greg.
Mm,
Just because, like, it's Greg's house.
Do we know what the
Oh,
little
I was
asterisks mean?
completely wrong. It looked like Talon McGraw won it last year.
Yeah, the people in the comments are very upset with you, Craig Price.
Yeah, sorry guys. Sean was in the final one of the years for sure.
Fair enough. Well, who's going to be your event winner then?
Sorry, I'm looking for last year's. Bobby Torville the year before that. Well, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So,
I'm
anyways,
assuming the star means they won at some point. I don't know what the star means. Star won the invitational. Okay.
Oh, like he won the whole event.
Yeah.
Anyways, the main event. Who's gonna win the main event?
Make this font so small. I can't read it.
So they have 107 individuals.
Okay.
I have two names in my head, and I.
Are you afraid to say it?
Hmm.
Oh, Mitch's Ontario
Oh.
Invitational. There we go. I knew he won something.
I'm gonna go. No.
You're really holding up the line
I'm gonna
here.
go Sly.
Hmm. Carrie?
It's hard to bet against the guy, but I feel Mitch is going to take down the Invitational.
Hmm.
Can't make a cut at the WCBT, but maybe he can.
He's 2 for 2 at Club Tour.
Just bugging. I hope nobody takes that seriously.
I hope they do.
Yeah, might as well. Bring it on.
I'm gonna go with Renee Leframbois,
Okay.
open singles
That's a good
champ.
pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going back and forth between Sly and Lyle.
Alex, are you packing his bowling stuff for him then? His shoes, especially?
You're absolutely right. He just has to find a way into the cut lines easier. He always puts his back against the wall and then shoots huge his last game to make the cut. Like, for what? He just needs to make it early and then be able to chill out for a day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Al said he's going to be on in like 5 minutes. We already like pumped his entire, tournament for him. So
I mean,
you're
we could go
welcome.
over their previous champions. Last year, Matt Houston. The year before that, Mitch Davies. The year
I feel
before
like
that was China, based on COVID-19, if you look at their website. That's what their website says. Don't ask me. I'm reading their website.
wow, Ty. I hope people take that out of context.
Clickbait, clickbait. I just,
we're gonna clip that.
we are not wrong. That's all I'm saying. And then 2020 was Ryan Warren. 2019, Greg DeGrazia. 2018, Cody Laycox.
What is up with that picture? What is Cody looking at? What is happening?
Staring off into the distance.
2017, Greg. 2016, Matt. Oh, wow, they go way far back. Mark Goulet, 2 years in a row. That's all I got for you.
Greg looks so different without the mustache now.
Is it
He
gone?
does.
No, I mean in that picture,
Oh.
there was no mustache.
I thought he said he was going to get rid of it.
Oh, I don't think so.
The duster staying, eh?
He's just morphing into his father.
No, don't. We're sorry, Greg.
No, that's fine. I told him that. The second he grew and he looked more like his dad right away. I mean, that's just going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Did I see his dad on the list? Is John going?
I don't know. John is not going.
It's too bad.
He is not on the list.
That is too bad.
Could we dark horse one of these?
Regina or Timmins?
Let's do Timmins. Someone that's never won.
Timmins. I guess we did just go over everyone that has won, so we know.
I picked John Cowan. It's a hardball house, right?
I don't know. Haven't played there. I feel like it's a rotation house. Because Greg doesn't throw it super hard.
It's true.
But
Mm.
in that case, I'm gonna go with Lyle.
Ooh, it must be nice. Just have your
You
second
know,
pick ready to go.
you're really holding things up here, Ty.
DJ Villeneuve.
Is that a dark horse?
He hasn't won.
Not this event, yeah. Holy
And
shit.
over it.
The man of the last half hour. Alpaca.
What's going on?
How's it going? How was pickups?
Just doing all your work for you,
How-
Al.
Yeah, welcome to the life of a tournament organizer, man. Nothing goes on schedule. Nothing is ever on time. And this was the first airport pickup, and it's exactly how it went. Nothing was on time, so it was good. They're here. They're alive. They're happy to be here. It went well.
Good.
Good.
It's called delegating. We all do it.
Yeah,
Just
well, I'm one of those
asked
people
us.
that just I'm one of those people that just likes to kind of control everything. Unfortunately, this way I know it gets done properly. So
Al, we have some questions for you.
okay, well I might have some answers for you, or I might not.
I need a cut from Regina.
Cut for Regina, 21.97.
Okay. I need a winner.
Shit, I don't even know who's playing. I honestly have no idea. I'll go. I want to try to pick some random name. Is Rylan playing?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, come on. Jesus.
Your first
like-
pick,
just
you're
like-
just packing
just
it in.
I'll find out.
Shit, I don't want to go with the obvious guy.
Rylan is playing.
Hell yeah. Rylan. Book it.
Done. Oh, who's gonna? Okay, how many entries?
Wait a minute. He's only signed up for the Baker?
Yeah,
I also saw that too.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, he's not signed up for any shifts.
Strange.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Give me one of the Tompkin brothers. Tommy playing?
He's on a wait list. Tommy Tompkins on a wait list.
He's on the wait lists.
I love me some Holy Rollers action, so give me some
Okay.
Tommy Tompkins for the dub.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask you the trios because you're not gonna know. That's okay. How many entries are they gonna get?
What'd they get last year?
298.
297 to stick with the 97 number.
All right, that fits in there. Perfect. Cut for Timmins.
2048. That might be different than my other pick that I made, but I think it's about the same thing.
Okay. Who's gonna win the high roller?
I already made that pick too. I think Greg's going to win the high roller. He seems to be doing well in side events and can make cuts in the main events. So.
I already picked it. Pick a different one.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, if you would have shown up on time, Al, it would have been fine.
How about Sylvain? Did someone pick Sylvain?
No, you're good on that one. Okay. Main event winner.
I think I went. Well, I had to win. I picked DJ. I'll go with DJ Villeneuve.
Okay. All right, and then a dark horse. Somebody who hasn't won before, but you think might
Dark horse for Timmins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who hasn't won like anything?
Essentially, yeah.
I'll go with. Well, it's not really a dark horse. He's pretty good, but yeah, technically hasn't won anything. I don't think on the cash side. Alex Sommer.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
Done. Okay. All right. Do your thing.
Don't take that as a hit to you as being a dark horse, Alex.
Nope.
You just
100%. Alex, you're a dark horse.
Team Alex. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't even know what means anymore. Keep it blue, baby. I love it. Yeah.
All right, your show, pal.
What do you guys want to know?
We pretty much went over everything. So let us know, like, you have a close relationship with Tourism Timmins, correct?
Yeah, if you guys want to talk about some of our kind of sponsorship endeavors, supporter
You
endeavors. So obviously over the last 3 years, we've been supported by the by the Timmins MAT Fund, which is the municipal accommodation tax. So it's basically a tax that all hotels have to pay, or all guests when they stay at a hotel, you have to pay a tax. And that tax is basically tax money goes into a fund called the municipal accommodations tax. Half of the funds go towards the city. They can spend it as they see fit. And then the other 50% goes towards basically tourism events. So organizations and events can basically apply through this MAT fund. So basically you just outline your event. You basically tell them how many kind of, guests you're expecting in your community for X amount of days. You basically tell them, how much money you're looking for. So one thing, just to be kind of clear on the MAT fund, they cover expenses. So they don't cover any kind of like prize boards and stuff like that to pump anything up. So basically in this case, obviously they're going to, our biggest expenses are lineage. So they're basically able to cover that. They're able to cover the cost for trophies, our website domain names that we have kind of set up, whatever. We were able to put a lot of different expenses and then apply for funding for that. So that's basically what it covers. We've been successful over the last 3 years, which allows us to give out basically 100% plus payout at our event. So, which is really nice to have, and it's probably a big reason why we've seen a little bit of an influx in entries over the last few years. So definitely shout out to them. It goes through a little bit of a process. There's a MAT kind of person that takes care of the funds, and it goes through a board of directors, and then it goes through another committee. So it goes through a bit of a process. So, yeah, but it's worked really well the last few years.
That is awesome. That's so cool. That's good advice to other tournaments out there too. That if it's happening there, we have the tourism tax no matter where you go. So
yeah, we've actually been successful. Timmins is hosting. Well, maybe I shouldn't say anything. Never mind. Maybe it's not my place to say. But stay tuned. There's maybe some more stuff. Cliffhanger. Peeling the banana.
We'll talk after, Al. We'll talk after.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But no, it's so yeah, they've done a lot of really good things. They've supported a lot of events, and for them to support a 5-pin tournament, it's pretty sweet. So they're obviously kind of our biggest kind of supporter, contributor. Obviously, I see somebody's kind of flashing the sponsors there. Obviously, we have the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, who's our host hotel. So Daryl Goetze is the general manager there. So he's obviously a good friend of ours and a good friend of mine. And he's done.
Sorry.
Tim's sponsoring Timmins. That just makes sense.
That's probably just in the flow because I tend to post random things on there. So I think I posted Tim's win at the TPC a few months ago. So that's why that's probably there. But anyway, so Holiday Inn Express, we had Daryl's the host hotel. He's been with us for over 5 years. And every year, I think I put a tidbit out. I think it went out on today's post for the Holiday Inn Express at what they kind of provide for the tournament. So the last couple of years, they've given a $1,500 cash donation to the event. So that goes right to the prize board. We also, some people don't know, but like when you win Timmins, you actually get like 3 free nights of hotel for the following year. So that's like an extra, little $500, $600 kind of added bonus kind of thing. So you get that covered as being the champ.
Nice. And
yeah, they do a lot of other stuff for us as well throughout the weekend. And if you look at the rates too, like I can't stress enough, what the rates that he's giving us compared to some of the rates that we get. We're in competition with a huge hockey tournament, the First Nation hockey tournament. And like the hotels are slammed, like they are just booked. And, I honestly think he's leaving a lot of money on the table to have our event there. So it's really huge because for $120, he can probably get it for double the price because of that hockey tournament that's in town. So thanks to him and obviously his kind of management / ownership group because they signed the check at the end of the day. So they're on board as well with what's going on. So it's really nice to have them. So plug IHG Hotels. If anybody's ever traveling, feel free to check out their hotels and thank them.
Were you guys handing out like gift bags or something? Did I see?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a last minute thing that I kind of thought of. We used to get a lot of those at. You go to the Open and stuff like that. You get little grab bags, a little bit of swag in it, kind of thing. So it's nothing crazy. We'll outline the contents on Friday. all the kind of the sponsors and people that kind of provided some items to put into the bag. We just kind of want it to be a little bit of a surprise as people kind of check in to their room. But yeah, just a little bit of an added bonus. There's some cool kind of things in there, and there's some value in there. So it was pretty neat that it kind of came together. Like I said, probably over the last 2 weeks, really. I just kind of reached out to a few companies. They were, some of them were on board. They were like, yeah, no problem. What do you need? What do you want? So it was really cool. So just another reason to give back to the bowlers, because we all know it's expensive and stuff like that. And sometimes those little things go a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Good work.
Yeah, other sponsor, Bufa. We had Bufa up there, so props to Bufa for helping us out as well. So they supplied us with a couple sets of bowling balls and bowling bags that we raffle off every year. So this year we managed to raise $1,250 to kind of give out high shift prizes and then an overall high qualifier prize as well. So that, again, something that would technically come out of your entry fees and stuff like that now just comes directly from Bufa. So it's just an added payout. So thanks to Bufa. That's their second year doing that. This year we're going to have Guillaume in town again. I don't know if you guys know who Guillaume is, but
yeah, absolutely.
He's the man. He loves to help out and tinker and keep adding some features to the event. So this year we're going full on kind of QR codes, online stats, live up to date. So I'm not even doing anything from my computer. I will bring it just in case, but I have full faith in having Guillaume there. He'll make sure everything runs smoothly. So it should all be live up to date. All the links and all that are already up on the website. So if you want to track scores and stats, go to the website. There's a link for the high roller, a link for the best ball, and then basically a link for our qualifying shifts as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then the CDC, the Timmins EDC, that's the Economic Development Corporation. And then the next one, I think, was the City of Timmins. So that kind of goes into that MAT fund. And then on our webpage, there is other sponsors there. But if you want to ruin what's in your grab bag, I'd avoid going there. And then Kerry wants to obviously highlight this one here.
No, that's fine.
5-Pin Universe taking care of our live stream, so obviously that's awesome. Carrie does some good job with the overlays and then setting that up. It makes it super easy for me to manage, so I appreciate that a lot. Basically, I just kind of slap in the same codes that teams use for like pro leagues and stuff like that, and then he takes care of the back end work. So all I got to make sure is the batteries are charged, shut them on and off, kind of in between shifts and stuff like that. And Carrie or whoever else is helping you out in the back end with the 5PU does that. So props to you guys for jumping on board. That's the second year now that Carrie will be doing that for us. So thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. And we are live streaming directly to the Timmins Invitational YouTube page, Facebook group.
Yeah, Facebook page. And we also have somebody else that's coming up that's kind of dabbling in live streaming and stuff like that. And he wants to test out a few things. So we might have some additional lane coverage, I guess you can say. And we're going to try to get that one out to YouTube because we understand not everybody kind of has Facebook, so they might not be able to stream through Facebook. So hopefully have an extra set of lanes on YouTube for those that can sign on to YouTube and watch it there. So keep an eye out on our Facebook page. I'm sure we'll post the links on that once they come available. Those extra lanes, I would assume, I don't know if they'll be up tomorrow night or if they'll be up on the Friday qualifying shift, but 5PU will have the high roller tomorrow night.
Yeah. We'll stream the high roller and the qualifying shifts also to the 5-Pin Universe main YouTube channel. Just Sunday we can't because we have the 5PL.
Okay, well there we go. Good to know. So if anybody's watching, well, you will be able to watch it on YouTube for up until Sunday.
Yeah.
And for those listening and watching, please subscribe. Subscribe to the Timmins one. Subscribe to the 5-Pin Universe one.
Yeah, and share it on your social medias. Get those get that reach numbers out, because when we go out to, I'm sure you guys know, right? When you go out to sponsorships and stuff like that, that's what they want to see, right? They want to see kind of those reach numbers, those viewership numbers, and they want to see big numbers, right? They want to see a potential return on their investment. So by clicking those likes and those subscribes and those sharings, those shares, it goes a long way for sure. I think I did when we did the club tour, I think launch, like we did a share contest or something like that. It got shared like 300 times and it had like 50,000 views or something like that. Like it was just some crazy
huge.
number. So just to show that
It's
the
massive.
power of that share button is massive. So yeah, feel free to use that. Use that for all events.
We were fortunate that the WCBT has hit 1,000 subscribers, which is massive in YouTube standards. That's huge for us. And 5-Pin Universe isn't too far behind either. I think we're like 900 and some, 910,
970 or something.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's get him. Let's get him over. Let's get him over 1,000 this weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it from a kind of a sponsorship surprise kind of side of things, whatever. Obviously, if you went through the tournament's kind of schedule, then you kind of know what's on the docket for the week. So, looking forward to it.
We went line by line, Al. We're really stretching.
We were really going to rely on you. We were grossly underprepared. I know that's a surprise to everyone out there.
We're usually right on top of the ball, but yeah. No, we went over everything and the high roller and the best ball event. And did you guys notice, is there an uptick of entries this year compared to last year?
I think it'll probably be really close to last year. I think we're just over the 100 kind of individual bowler mark. Yeah. We tend to have a little bit more rebuys because we're only kind of a 3-shift event versus a 4-shift event. So you figure if you have 100 bowlers and you got 20 or 25 that are safe going into the last shift, you're going to get a 60 to 70 shift. So we should probably be close to that 180 mark to hopefully 200 kind of thing. Is kind of ideal. Is kind of where we'd be at. We've never hit 200. Our highest was last year at 173, I think. So yeah, we're hoping to keep it in that wheelhouse. Obviously, we've increased the prize, the entry fee this year from 180 to 200. So even if we're short a few entries, that extra $20 times 150 will make up the difference pretty easily. So yeah, we should be in a pretty good position.
I love that you can use your high rollers towards it as well.
Yeah, that was it's I get some good feedback and some kind of like, well, what? But it's like at the end of the day, when we first opened up registration, it was so congested. We had wait lists and stuff like that. So we're like, what's a way that we can potentially reduce the amount of bowlers for the rest of your qualifying shifts? So we're like, well, we do the high roller and it's an 8-game kind of qualifying round. So we said, well, if people are willing to pump in an extra $200 and use that 8 games as a qualifying shift, then why not? If we can get an extra 10 to 15 entries, because not everybody's going to do it. I have a couple that, don't want to do it and different reasonings. And I totally understand. One of them is being, well, if I qualify on Thursday, what am I going to do the rest of the weekend? If you're not going to bowl Friday or Saturday, and then, what are you going to do? You're bored for 2 days. So he's like, he'd rather bowl on the Friday or the Saturday. That's fine. Some people just don't want to put a $700 commitment into one shift. Also fine.
All your eggs in one basket, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's like, but it's just, from our perspective and my perspective, it's just like, save your fingers. Yeah. If you can.
Has an argument against it, and they're like, well, that's not fair. Then play the main or play the high roller.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way I don't see where people can't see it being fair is the pace of play, but you're gonna. It doesn't make sense. It's 8 games.
If you want that slower pace of play, then you just got to play Saturday morning, because odds are that'll probably be kind of a 3-and-3 kind of set. So it's always kind of a smaller shift. So they have that flexibility too. If they want to play a kind of a smaller shift, you just got to pick your shifts. But unfortunately, you have to play at 8:30 on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Some people aren't ready to do that because we have our best ball event on Friday night, and we all know the Friday night event is usually the social event. So it is what it is, but the shifts are there for people to play, and they can do what they want, and that's why we have 3 different shifts. Yep. But I don't think anybody's really bitched about, pardon my French, but complained about that extra qualifying shift. So for the high roller, so I think we're gonna run with it, and we'll see how it works this year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing. Is there anything else you want to touch on, Al, before we end the podcast and let you go and get some sleep before all your airport pickups coming up? I'm sure.
No, that was pretty much it. If you guys ran over the everything else, I'm good to go, man. Thanks for having me on and letting me chat with you guys for a bit, and give us a little shout out to our sponsors, which always support us. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's what we're here for. Promote bowling.
Well, good luck this weekend, both with the event and your own bowling. I know it'll go great.
Yes.
And every year I look
Club
forward
tour, last stop of the club tour.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What's the cut line going to be for the top 16? That's going to be something to keep an eye out for this weekend too. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Where can we find those stats?
There's probably a link on the club tour page somewhere that'll bring you to the club tour standings. There should be a link there. It's a Google Doc.
I know I'm
Wait.
already out of the top 16, so unfortunately it won't be my number.
Yeah, you won't be watching, that's for sure. Tyler might have been in if he would have put his money in, but we all know how that happened. Right?
He hates money, so it makes sense.
I do.
I think he would have been in. I think it'll probably be. I think I'm going to be the cut, either in or out, assuming I don't get any extra points this weekend. But who knows?
Richie Carey picked John Cowan.
Yeah.
You just weren't paying attention.
Well, he hasn't won anything in 5-pin, but he's won some stuff in duck pin.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
He's the mayor of Timmins, so he's a good bet. He's a good bet.
Yeah, exactly.
No
Big
wonder you
dark
guys get that
horse
tour.
For those watching who don't know, but Timmins is notoriously a really dry house. Lanes were conditioned on Monday, so they are fast and straight.
Oh,
So
it's gonna be
get ready.
Wow, that
So
could
get
change
ready for-
all of our picks.
Nope,
That-
not mine.
Greg said he's going to practice tomorrow because he's worried about the oil or the conditioner on the lanes.
You'll be fine.
I've seen Greg at the last few WCBT events.
That
He needs to
was
wear
a topic
more
of
than the oil.
That was a topic of conversation during our car ride to the hotel.
Just bugging you, Greg. Yeah, we obviously will be watching closely and following along on the weekend. And best of luck. You guys are going to crush it just like you do every year.
Absolutely.
Right on. Appreciate it, gentlemen. Have a good night.
Thanks,
Yeah, you
Al.
too,
Thanks for
man.
joining us, buddy.
All right. Bye, everybody.